What's going on, everybody? This is Dave and welcome back to another match review today. Unfortunately, Wolves losing out 2-0 to Nottingham Forest today at the Molineux. It was wet, it was windy, it was cold, and the foreigners today showed us that they did struggle. They didn't get going today, and you know, all this cliche of they're not going to like it in the winter. Although we were so strong throughout November, December, we weren't at our best today. It's annoying because over the past few games, at times it's just shown we haven't been at our best. And again today, I think we're just not as strong and as quick and as potent as we normally are when we go forward. We kicked off the game and we looked alright. We had spells in possession. A few shaky moments, but you know, we created a couple of decent chances going forward and so on. A couple of bookings for Forest, and arguably one may well have been a red card. I'm not 100% sure. From where I was, I couldn't really see it. But I thought, you know what? Early on, their left back, first 10 minutes gets booked. Why aren't we attacking down that right hand side and attacking that full back? We didn't for the rest of the first half. I was thinking he's going to get sent off. Attack him, and we just didn't attack him enough. And then we, obviously, I think it was Doc and Cavallero got a bit mixed up between who had the ball. This found Neves, and Neves with a rare misplaced pass. Cody had a lot to do and unfortunately gave away the foul, got a booking. Free kick, well over and wide. Didn't look like it took any touch. Bobby Madeley, the referee, gives a corner. From that resulting corner, half cleared, and Forest take the lead from a deflected effort. So that was a little bit annoying, and then just shortly after they take another chance and score a goal. Obviously, got a new manager in Karanka. They're very well disciplined, very well drilled, and I was quite surprised when they actually came and wanted to attack. Karanka normally sets up his teams to be quite defensive, allow pressure, but deal with the pressure. With the game, we got two goals. But Wolves, we've seen them do it before, where they've turned deficits around, and Nuno took big risks at half-time, bringing off the two wing-backs, bringing on attacking players. But again, Forest didn't have a lot to go for in the second half. As expected, they were a lot more defensive, and I think that's what Nuno thought as well. But unfortunately, we just couldn't create anything. It happens a lot, and I've seen it time and time again, even against Sunderland when we drew 0-0. When teams are defending against us, a lot of the time, we really struggle to know what to do. And especially when a team is so well drilled and well disciplined, such as what Barnsley were last week. Excuse me, when we couldn't break them down. It happens again the same today. We're getting the ball on the wings. For example, we've got Bonatini and Rafa Mir both on the pitch. Why is there only one person in the area? Every time we're knocking the ball in, there's 5 or 6 Forest players in the box to 1 Wolves player. It's just not going to work. We just didn't create enough today. 1 shot on target, apparently. So it does open the question whether in this last 10 days of the transfer window, are we going to bring another player in going forward? I was surprised when he brought Douglas and Doc off. It was a big risk. Obviously, we didn't concede, but then again, we had a lot of players going forward. Costa came on at times, looked all right, but deliveries and so on weren't fantastic. I thought Sace wasn't brilliant throughout the middle. He had a great chance first half, which almost ended in the top tier of the North Bank. Neves, fairly solid, but again, a couple of times, a few misplaced passes here and there. But you know, I'm not going to worry too much about it. It's our first loss since October. We're top of the league still by 9 points. This season, I've seen some of the best Wolves football that I've seen since I started watching Wolves. So I'm not going to quibble too much. You know, hopefully it's just a little blip and we kick on. Final little moan, Bobby Madeley. When I saw him warming up, and I thought, you know, this is a bloke, Premier League supposedly, demoted down to the Championship for what is it, like as a punishment almost. And he was just giving everything, but not in a good way. Every little time someone got tackled, little like push or what have you, everything. And it's almost like he was like, right, I'm Premier League quality. I'm going to stamp my authority down on this game. And I don't like moaning about the referees, because a lot of the time we moan about referees and they're on the TV and in the news. But you know, at the end of the day, we were poor today. We weren't good enough. But at times he was a little bit frustrating. And was that where their first goal come from? Was it a corner? I don't think so personally, but we'll have to wait and see. But until next time, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed it today. Let me know your thoughts on the match down below. And until next time, I'm sure I'll see you all very soon.